Welcome to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the #1 podcast and resource for Black entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful, sustainable businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. If you're currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, you're invited to join us each and every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family and get ready to elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 457. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding and informative show in store for you. Today's show topic is Learn Chat GPT and AI or Get Replaced by It. The 3 secrets. Learn Chat GPT and AI or Get Replaced by It. The 3 secrets. So if you've been listening to the news or reading things, you know that artificial intelligence is here to stay. And what it's going to do is it's going to affect certain types of jobs in certain sectors, but it's also going to provide opportunities. Today, I'm going to give you 3 secrets that are going to allow you to leverage ChatGPT and AI specifically for profit and productivity. Now, before we get to today's show, I just want to share a few things with the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's broadcast, and I'm going to share all my social media contact information and resources like the link to bebacademy.com, which is our online learning portal, and you can get 3 days free access to all the resources in BEB Academy. Just go to bebacademy.com and enroll and get access to help elevate your entrepreneur IQ with online courses, master classes, workshops, tutorials, and PDF downloads. Now, I also want to make a special announcement. My latest book is out, and it's called Unlocking the Power of ChatGPT, the Ultimate Prompting Handbook for Beginners. Unlocking the Power of ChatGPT, the Ultimate Prompting Handbook for Beginners. Now, it is a no-brainer, guys, because we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about ChatGPT, obviously, in today's content. But all you need to do is go to unlockingchatgpt.com. Unlockingchatgpt.com. It is an ebook, and I've spent probably the last month and a half working on it. And you can download it directly there, unlockingchatgpt.com. And what it's going to do is going to unlock the power of ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how to supercharge it to make it more effective. And really, it's all about the prompts. Okay, we're going to show you how to make using ChatGPT simple, and it's also going to show you how to become more productive and also more profitable in your business. It's a no-brainer, guys. It's only $24.95. That's 2 meals at McDonald's. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be life-altering for your business and for your personal life. So make sure you go to unlocking with an ING, unlockingchatgpt.com to take advantage of it. I've also thrown in a couple of free bonuses. So for those of you who act quickly, you'll get those additional bonuses. Go to unlockingchatgpt.com. Now, let's get ready for today's broadcast. So today's topic, once again, guys, is Learn ChatGPT and AI or Get Replaced by It, the 3 secrets. So it's no shock right now that ChatGPT and artificial intelligence are all over the news. You can't turn on the television or read an article without hearing ChatGPT. So basically, AI is revolutionizing the field of what we call conversational agents, or better known as chatbots. And basically, the growth is just at its infancy. So in the next few years, the algorithms and everything are going to be more sophisticated and accurate, and it's actually going to become more prevalent. So you're going to see it in customer service and support, as well as various industries and sectors such as finance, healthcare, and retail. Now, the key question is, what side of this Chat GPT and AI are you going to be on? Are you going to be on the side that leverages this technology, or are you going to be on the side that gets replaced by this technology? And what we're going to dive into today, guys, is how you can use Chat GPT and artificial intelligence not only to make money, but to also be more productive in your business and personal life. And increased productivity actually equates to making more money. If you're using Chat GPT and artificial intelligence to do tasks that would normally take you X amount of time, what you're doing now is you're freeing up your time and you're becoming more productive. So if you work in corporate America right now, I'm telling you, and my youngest daughter works for LinkedIn, and they're implementing all types of artificial intelligence to their processes. Okay, so you're going to need to be able to master artificial intelligence. And I always talk about garbage in equals garbage out. So the artificial intelligence is only going to be as good as the prompts that you put in. So prompts are either text or information that you provide to the AI model, such as Chat GPT, to get the output from the actual AI, artificial intelligence. And once again, garbage in equals garbage out. The difference between knowing how to prompt versus somebody who doesn't know how to prompt is going to be astronomical. Okay, and we're going to dive into that. It's funny, I was talking to my wife about education and what artificial intelligence is going to do to education. And she's a principal right now at a middle school. And she's been at elementary, high school. Now she's in the middle school. And I said, well, man, these kids aren't going to have to study anymore to learn things. And she said, yeah, what it's going to turn into, education and really all types of learning, it's not going to be trying to find out the information or learn the information. It's about accessing the information. Because right now you can literally write a book, and I'm telling you, Chat GPT helped me write my book, Unlocking the Power of Chat GPT, the ultimate prompting handbook for beginners. And so it allowed me to access information very easily, as opposed to me going out and digging for it, finding it and compiling it. So learning is going to change. Education is going to change. It's going to be more about accessing. How do you access the information? Do you know how to access the information? And whoever can access the information and prompt better is going to get the better results. So, for example, if you're in high school and your teacher assigns you a book report on the Revolutionary War, okay, now you can go online, obviously, and find information about the Revolutionary War. But if you're smart, you would use Chat GPT, the artificial intelligence, and you would ask it specific prompts so you can dig deeper. It's just like a conversation. Now you're having a conversation with artificial intelligence. And what you get from the conversation is what you put into the conversation. So if you have a conversation and you're very vague, then the response from the person you're getting or you having a conversation with is going to be vague. But if you're specific, if you're tactical, then you're going to get more from that conversation. And that's really what the book does, Unlocking the Power of Chat GPT, the ultimate prompting handbook for beginners. Make sure you guys go to unlockingchatgpt.com. And the whole key is learning and understanding how to create prompts that are going to make Chat GPT and other artificial intelligence supercharged and be able to give you high level responses. That's what we're really going to talk about today, guys. So once again, you're going to be on one end of the spectrum or the other. Either you're going to profit from Chat GPT and artificial intelligence, or you're going to end up losing to it. You may get replaced. And there's certain sectors, I'm telling you right now, customer service, healthcare, things of that nature that are really going to take a big hit with this artificial intelligence. So let's jump in to the 3 secrets that you need so you'll be relevant on the right side of this artificial intelligence versus getting replaced by it. So secret number 1 is use chain of thought prompting, okay, to profit from Chat GPT and AI. Chain of thought prompting. So everything about artificial intelligence, especially Chat GPT, as I mentioned to you, is prompting. What do you ask it? What input do you give it to get the responses? And once again, garbage in means garbage out. But if you know how to prompt correctly, then you're going to be more successful. Before I talk about secret number one, using chain of thought prompting, there are what's called prompt engineers. And all these people do is create prompts for companies and businesses and individuals. And many of these prompt engineers are getting paid well over six figures. $200,000, $300,000, because once again, it's about how to manipulate and leverage the technology. And if you don't know how to do that, the technology is worthless. So secret number one, use chain of thought prompting. Okay. Now, chain of thought prompting is a technique that involves prompting a user to continue generating ideas based on their previous responses. So you're creating a chain of related thoughts or ideas. So this technology or technique, is commonly used in brainstorming sessions and creative problem solving. So now chain of thought prompting is important because it encourages users to think beyond their initial idea and consider a wider range of possibilities. So by building on your previous responses, your users can explore new avenues of thought and develop a more comprehensive and nuanced idea. All right, so here's some examples of chain of thought prompting when it comes to, let's say the topic is productivity. Now, what you would type in Chat GPT is, what is the biggest time waster in your workday? Why do you think that is? Can you think of any other solutions to reduce or eliminate this time waster? Okay. Chain of thought prompting. So you're giving it a chain of thought. Another topic, just say you want to find out about self-improvement. And here's another chain of thought prompt. It could be, what's one area of your life that you like to improve? Why is it important to you? What are some steps you can take to start making progress in this area? That's another chain of thought prompt. So as opposed to just saying, if your topic was self-improvement, instead of just saying, hey, what is one area of your life you like to improve? The Chat GPT would give you something vague. But when you start breaking it down and doing the chain of thought, it's getting more specific and more detailed. Here's another topic. Just say the topic is creative writing. So here's the prompt. Think of a place you have visited that has made a strong impression on you. What makes the place so memorable? Can you describe it in detail, including any sounds, smells, or feelings that it evokes? All right. So creative writing, instead of saying, think of a place that has a strong impression on you and it'll spit you back something out, you have these chain of thought prompts that are going to make it more specific and more detailed. Okay. How about goal setting? Here's another example of chain of thought prompting. Now, what is one major goal? This is goal setting. What is one major goal you want to achieve in the next year? What steps will you take to achieve it? What potential obstacles might you encounter and how will you overcome them? So the answer that Chat GPT or artificial intelligence is going to give you is going to encompass all of those prompts. You know, what's the major goal you want to achieve in the next year? All right, it's going to tell you that. What steps will you take to achieve it? And it's going to expound on that. What potential obstacles might you encounter and how will you overcome them? And once again, everything builds on itself. So when you go into Chat GPT, and in the offer that I mentioned to you, I do have a video tutorial. But when you go into Chat GPT, then you want to stay on the same chat. When you have something, a new question, you open a new chat, because everything that you talk about in that chat is actually a chain. So it's just like a conversation. You ever been sitting with somebody, you're talking about one thing, then all of a sudden they make a comment and you're like, what are you talking about? And they're talking about something totally different. So once again, secret number one, use chain of thought prompting. Okay, and this is going to help you be more productive and get better responses from Chat GPT. And the whole reason that you want to get the better responses is this technology, I'm telling you, is crazy. So when I created my ebook, now what I did was I used Chat GPT. I created an outline. I used chain of thought prompting and some other type of prompting we're going to talk about later in today's episode. So what it did was I asked it to give me an outline on unlocking the power of Chat GPT, and I wanted to focus on prompting because that's the key. Anybody can go on Chat GPT, but if you don't know what to prompt or what to ask it, it's not going to be useful. So just imagine you live back in the 1800s, just say the 1900s, right? And somebody threw an iPhone on your desk. Now, that iPhone has all types of resources and stuff in it, but guess what? You don't know how to access it. You don't know how to work or leverage the technology to be beneficial to you. And that's exactly what happens with Chat GPT and artificial intelligence. It's all about the prompting. That's why when I wrote the book, I thought the most impactful topic I could deal with when it comes to Chat GPT is the ultimate prompting handbook for beginners. Because if you don't know how to access and utilize all of the technology, it's not going to be as helpful for you. Okay. Secret number 1, use chain of thought prompting. Secret number 2, use role prompting to profit from Chat GPT and AI. So what is role prompting? So prompts play pretty much an essential role in natural language processing, what they call NLP and artificial intelligence. So in the context of Chat GPT, a prompt is a piece of text used to initiate or guide a conversation, and prompts can be simple and complex, and they can serve as a starting point for the AI model to generate a response. Okay. Now, role prompting is crucial in the development of optimization of Chat GPT because the quality and the relevance of the prompts directly impacts the accuracy and effectiveness of the response. So prompts help to guide the model towards the desired output and can be used to encourage more natural and engaging conversation. And so, moreover, prompts can be used to address specific topics. So you can tailor conversations to specific audiences and provide content for that conversation. They also can be used to limit the scope of the conversation and prevent the AI model from generating irrelevant or inappropriate responses. And I'm going to give you several examples of role prompting. And all role prompting is, in layman's terms, is you're making the artificial intelligence respond from a specific role. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples right now. So here's one role prompting example. Act as an investment advisor and write a 500-word article on the importance of a balanced portfolio. What types of investments should you consider in your portfolio if you're in your 40s? So they made ChatGPT in the role of an investment advisor. Act as. Here's another example. Imagine you're a customer who is dissatisfied with our product. What specific changes would you like to see made? All right, now you're putting the AI in the role of a dissatisfied customer. Here's another one. You're a marketing manager tasked with creating a new advertising campaign for our brand. What innovative strategies can you come up with to capture the attention of our targeted audience? You're making the AI play a role. So now they're responding from whatever position that role is in. So using role prompting will give you a totally different response than not giving role prompting. So for example, in the last example, you're a marketing manager tasked with creating a new advertising campaign for your brand, right? So you're making it in the mindset of a marketing manager versus saying, help me create a marketing campaign for my brand. It's a different perspective, and that's what role prompting does. Here's another example. You're a CEO of a company facing financial difficulties. What decisions would you make to turn the company around? So role prompting is giving the AI a specific point of view in order to respond. And what we're talking about today, guys, is learn Chat GPT and AI or get replaced by it. And I'm going to give you the 3 secrets. Secret number 1 we talked about was use chain of thought prompting. Use chain of thought prompting. So you're going to have a continuous conversation with Chat GPT. Secret number 2, use role prompting. I just gave you those examples. Place Chat GPT in a specific role, and now they're going to give you a different answer because it's a different perspective. And finally, secret number 3, use specific prompting. So here's what specific prompting is. It's a type of prompt basically that's designed to elicit a specific response from the artificial intelligence. Now, it's important because it can be used to guide the conversation in a particular direction and help the user to focus on a specific topic or task. Now, specific prompts can be used in a variety of settings, including customer service, education, and healthcare. So, for example, in the customer service field, a specific prompt might be used to ask a customer if they'd like to speak to a representative about a particular issue. In education, a specific prompt might be used to help students focus on a particular concept or idea. And another example is in healthcare, a specific prompt might be used to ask a patient about their symptoms or their medical history. And so overall, in a nutshell, specific prompting is important because it's guiding the conversation and interactions, and it can help ensure that users are able to stay focused on the task at hand. So let me give you some examples of specific prompting. So here's one. Describe your favorite childhood memory in detail, including the sights, sounds, and smells. That's very specific. Another one is list 3 things you're grateful for today and explain why they're important to you. Very specific. Here's another example. Describe a difficult decision you've had to make and the process you went through to make it. And here's one more example. Write a letter to your future self, giving advice and goals for the next 5 years. So those are specific prompts. And what I want you guys to understand is what's going to happen within the next 6 months, 12 months, 3 years, and 5 years. We are at the beginning stages of artificial intelligence, and not just any standard artificial intelligence, because we deal with artificial intelligence every day when we talk to Alexa or we ask Siri some certain things. But now, from the productivity and profitability aspect, being able to leverage Chat GPT and other AI technologies is going to be crazy. The book, like I said, the book that I just wrote that I talked about today, damn near most of it was done with Chat GPT. Now, I had to go in and interject different things and change up a few things, but the content, as opposed to me doing all of the research, going to different sources, I was able to gather the information just with Chat GPT. So as we move into the future, it's not going to be who's smarter than one another. It's going to be who knows how to access the content better than somebody else. Who can manipulate Chat GPT and other AI platforms to give back different answers. So I was playing around with Chat GPT and I was trying all of these different prompts or types of prompts. And the response that you get is totally different. You have to understand what you're doing. Once again, make sure you guys go to unlockingchatgpt.com. Get my new book. It's an ebook version because there's links and things in the book. And make sure you go grab it. It's a no-brainer, guys. $24.95. It's less than 2 burgers at Five Guys. Okay? So I'm telling you, it's going to make a world of difference. And I break down everything. Just go and I have a explainer video on the page, unlockingchatgpt.com. Now let's talk about what ChatGPT and artificial intelligence means to you as an entrepreneur or even as an employee. So it's going to mean 2 different things. And once again, guys, you can either use and leverage ChatGPT and artificial intelligence to profit or increase productivity, or you can be replaced by it. So right now, guys, companies are hiring, as I mentioned, for prompt engineers for the high 6 figures. There's going to be so many jobs that are going to be lost or replaced by artificial intelligence. But there's also going to be opportunities if you understand how to leverage and work with ChatGPT and other artificial intelligence. And the whole key is, guys, it's the prompting. So make sure you get the book. It's all about the prompting. Prompt engineers literally sit down and create specific prompts, or all types of prompts. I shouldn't say just specific, but they create prompts for different companies and for different applications. Now, In the book, I have all types of examples of all the prompts. There's a formula in there, how to create specific prompts, how to create all types of prompts to be more effective and efficient when you're working with the artificial intelligence. So the key is whoever can manipulate AI better is going to win. That's it. If you know how to manipulate AI better than your competitor, you're going to win. If your business knows how to manipulate AI better than your competitor, your business is going to win, or their business is going to win. So like I said about my wife, education is not going to be about learning the material now, but how to access the material. How to access the material. The content is out there, but it's about accessing the material. All right. So in order to stay relevant, guys, and not be replaced, you need to understand this technology. And there's a whole bunch of stuff out there about Chat GPT and artificial intelligence. But the number one thing that you have to understand is learning how to create the correct prompts, supercharging your prompts, being able to take that technology that's always out there and use it to maximum capacity. It's just like they say that we only work off of 10% of your brain power. It's there, but we don't know how to access it. And that's why I wrote the book, Unlocking the Power of Chat GPT, the ultimate prompting handbook for beginners. And the number one thing you need to understand is how to create and write the prompts. That's the key, guys. That's why I didn't write a generic book about Chat GPT. There's all types of stuff out there, right? In reference to Chat GPT. But the number one thing that you have to understand is prompting. And so in this book, like I said, I've taken over a month and a half, close to 2 months creating or writing this book and diving deep and finding out what's the most impactful thing that I could talk about with Chat GPT and artificial intelligence. And far and away, the winner was prompting. There's a whole lot of information out there about Chat GPT and artificial intelligence. One of the other products that I just completed is called 99 Must-Have Chat GPT Prompts. And I was working with one of my good buddies who's actually has a doctorate in computer engineering. And we've been working on this for a while. And you'd be surprised how in-depth and detailed that you can go into your prompts and what a difference it's going to make in terms of your responses. And so that is also when you go to unlockingchatgpt.com, that's actually available for you if you want to purchase that too. And it's 99 must-have prompts for Chat GPT. And basically, you're talking about supercharging Chat GPT. Man, this is some other level type of stuff right here. So the prompts that he helped me come up with and also some of his cohorts, they're crazy. So definitely go to unlockingchatgpt.com and you'll find out all the information about my new ebook and also the other content that I created there. Now, before we get to the last quarter of the show, let me just share my social media contact information and my resource links. And I'm going to keep it super simple. Everything that I'm talking about is on my website, blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. So I mentioned BEB Academy. When you go to blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, just take the first page. You're going to see 3 of my online programs. BEBacademy.com, Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius, which is the intersection of your passion and your talent. And it's an online program that teaches you how to monetize that, monetizing your genius. And also you're going to see our program, Brand Builder Academy Elite, pound for pound, one of the best e-commerce programs out there if you're interested in building a physical products brand or a digital products brand. All of that information is on the front page of blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Now, in terms of social media and connecting with me, anything long, family, hit me on my email, jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, JAYJONES at blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, Facebook, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, Twitter, jjones001, JAYJONES001. Instagram, I got 2 IG accounts, family. The first one is J Jones for real, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL. Second one is Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Also, don't forget, connect with me on LinkedIn, guys. Just go to LinkedIn, search for J Jones Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, connect with me there. And also, don't forget YouTube, guys. I have additional content on YouTube that is not on the podcast. Yes, the podcast does come out on YouTube every Monday for a new episode, but make sure you go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, and hit that like and subscribe button there. Now, let's get ready to close it out with the last quarter of the show, and I'm going to keep this kind of brief too. You can either be on the right side of this technological revolution or the wrong side. You can literally get swept under the rug, out of a job, not being as competitive with your other business owners that you're fighting for business with. And so you need to understand the gravity of what's going on here. I was talking to a good buddy of mine about this Chat GPT and all this AI technology, and I used the example of a surfer, right? You can either ride the wave or you can get swallowed up by the wave, right? You can either be productive and profitable using artificial intelligence and Chat GPT, or you can get swept under the rug. So the choice is yours. And I'm not saying that you have to be an expert in it, but what you need to understand is how to leverage it and utilize it. I always talk about where we focus our time and our resources, right? And so when it comes to culture, fashion, music, things of that nature, we're all in as a community. And that's good because we need that type of stuff. But we need to start focusing our resources and attention on the technology. We need to be a player in this game, right? We got to stop being a consumer and start being a producer. Just think about what this technology allows you to do and some of the jobs that it's going to really take away. And here's a real life example. I used to use one of my good friends who is a writer. She's a writer for a newspaper. Actually, she's at a magazine right now. And I used to pay her close to $200 per article to write for one of my blogs. Now, I don't even need her anymore. It's unfortunate, but I don't. I can go to Chat GPT and I can create a prompt, write me an 800-word article on the importance of Black entrepreneurship and the racial wealth gap, right? And now it's going to spit me out a nice 800-word article. Now, the thing about it, I'm going to probably have to go in and tweak it just a tad bit. But in terms of the research and all of that type of stuff, it's already done for me. She used to tell me, hey, it may take me a week because I have to go find the resources, find the sources and the content, and then put it all together. But Chat GPT and artificial intelligence is so tuned in that you can actually give it a prompt for it to write in a specific manner. So if you take a snippet of copy and you ask Chat GPT, hey, write a 800-word article using this style of writing. So say you're writing a scary novel. You can take a snippet of Stephen King's content and you can tell Chat GPT, write me a short, scary story using acting as Stephen King, right? And now, based on the content that it can pull from Stephen King, then it can actually create that short story for you based on that perspective. It's crazy. You'd almost have to be a numbskull. My girls used to always laugh when I used to say that. You almost have to be a numbskull not to leverage this technology. If you're talking about blog posting, article writing, content creation, man, come on now. You don't even have to go to Fiverr anymore. Okay, because now you can generate the content yourself. So if you're trying to build up an SEO friendly website, oh man, what do you need to pay somebody on Fiverr for? So these are some of the things that are going to be affected by this new technology. And once again, it's also going to open up avenues for people who know how to use the technology, such as the title of prompt engineers. being able to put that stuff together. Just think about what artificial intelligence can do for, as I mentioned earlier, customer service, healthcare, right? Productivity, writing email marketing campaigns. You literally can have Chat GPT write you a 10 email marketing campaign based on, your product or service. Customer service. We talked about specific prompts, right? So now you put this chat bot on your website and somebody has questions and it responds to them in a natural like form. If you work in healthcare, you can literally do an intake form with a chat bot. Okay. So you can ask, what's your name? Great. What's your address? What are your current symptoms? Then based on your answers, the artificial intelligence is going to respond. So as opposed to having a live person being able to take that call, which you got to pay, obviously a salary, benefits, all of that good stuff. Now companies are going to be using these chat bots, these artificial intelligent chat bots and Chat GPT to literally take the place of humans. So once again, you got to be on the right side of this revolution. For anybody that does intake or customer service. So now you go to the supermarket, right? Instead of seeing the people, the checkers that check your groceries out, now damn near all of the checkouts are self checkouts, right? That's technology taking over. It's not necessarily artificial intelligence, but it's technology taking over. And I complain about it. One of the supermarkets I go to all the time, the damn lines are so long because they don't have a lot of self checkouts out there, and they may have 2 or 3 people working the registers. But you got to understand what this is going to do to the economy. What's it going to do to jobs? What's it going to do to certain sectors? And so you can make money from this by leveraging it, but there are people that are literally going to lose their jobs. Now, we looked at artificial intelligence and technology when it comes to robotics and building cars, right? So now, as opposed to Detroit being, Motown, a booming, industrial city, a lot of those jobs were lost to technology. They lost to robots who don't need a lunch break, that are going to be super precise. They're not going to complain. They don't want to raise, and they're not getting paid. And so that's why people are out of these industries. I always talk about, when that idiot Trump was talking about we're bringing back coal, right? Why would you even talk about that when there's clean energy out there and there's ways to access it? So if you don't keep up with the times, you're going to get left behind. And the coal miners were like, oh, yeah, Trump's going to bring back coal. What Trump should have said was, I'm going to re-educate you in a field that is actually applicable for today's times. We're not going backwards. We're going forwards. And so I always say there's no such thing as standing still, guys. So if you're not continuing to learn and build on your entrepreneur IQ, as I always say, elevate your entrepreneur IQ, you're going backwards. And so if you're not taking advantage of artificial intelligence, Chat GPT, man, you're going to be left behind. Think about all the things that you can implement in your business that you can do or use Chat GPT for. And once again, all of this, guys, is in its infancy. So I can't imagine what's going to be going on in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. So if you don't have kids yet, right? And when your kids turn 20 years old, it's going to be a totally different world. I look at these little kids now, 2 years old, playing with iPhones or iPads. It's just going to be a totally different world. And you don't want to get left behind on a competitive level when it comes to entrepreneurship or even employment, because you need to upgrade your skill set. I always tell people, if you're looking for a job or more money, then you need to upgrade your skill set. What can you bring to the table that somebody else doesn't have? What do you master or have you mastered that somebody else hasn't mastered? And that equates into improving your skill set, which is going to make you more valuable to more companies, and it's going to allow you to make more money. And I'm going to give you guys one more real life example in our household. So in addition to my business and the content and some of the things that I create with Chat GPT, I was talking to my youngest daughter, and she was interviewing for a position, and it's a communications position. Now, it's an internal communications position. And I was telling her, I said, you really need to brush up on Chat GPT, because internal communications in companies, they're going to use a lot of AI, artificial intelligence, Chat GPT. And if you position yourself as somebody that's knowledgeable and knows how to create those correct prompts, knows how to create processes and be able to use Chat GPT and other artificial intelligence for productivity purposes, and you're coming in as a job candidate versus say 3 or 4 other people, and you know how to do prompt engineering, you're proficient with Chat GPT and artificial intelligence, companies recognize that this is the future. They understand that. So if you have that skill, you can use it for yourself in your own business, or if you're an employee, you can use it for your company. Make yourself more marketable. Increase your skill set. That's what it's all about, guys. So I don't care if you're an entrepreneur or you're an employee right now, you need to make sure you understand Chat GPT at least. And then there's tons of other AI platforms out there. Matter of fact, one of the other products I put together was it's an updated list of new AI tools. And I'm telling you, there's thousands of them out there that people never heard of, like jasper.io. And that's also part of some of the content that I have in the book. So I'm giving you guys links and everything to AI software or platforms that are going to make you more money, more profitable, and also more productive. So make sure you guys go to unlockingchatgpt.com. Check it out. It's a no-brainer, $24.95 for the ebook, and there's a couple of free add-ins that I threw in there for people that take advantage of it right now. But once again, guys, do not be on the wrong end of this technological revolution. I'm telling you right now. Do not be on the wrong end of it. Take some time, even if, like I said, you don't use it right away. Understand it and know it, because in a very short period of time, this is going to be something that's going to separate you from getting that promotion or you from building your business versus somebody else. Understanding and getting a grasp on this new technology, and it changes every day. So make sure you get a handle on it. Once again, go to unlockingchatgpt.com for more information about my ebook and the other free bonuses that come with it. Now, before we close on out, guys, I say this each and every week, but it's true. We get more and more downloads because of you, the BEB family. I appreciate you guys so much. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the new updated and revised website, blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. Make sure you go on there, guys. I want this website to be the resource for Black entrepreneurs. We have all types of resources to help you elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Just go to the website, click the Learn button, and under that Learn tab, you have all types of different content. If you want to learn about marketing, it's there. If you want to learn about scaling your business, mindset, e-commerce, finances, anything you need to learn, we have content on the website. Now, if you want to connect with me, if you go on the website, hit the About tab, and under my bio, there's links to all my social media contact information. Remember, guys, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. It's about building an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. Love you guys. See you same time next week. Peace.